Yeah, what's up, guys? What is up, guys? How is everyone? Yo, what's up, guys? What is up? How is everyone doing today? Happy weekend, y'all. How is everyone? Ba 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 please don't follow me if you don't want to be my friend. Eh. Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, what's up? Yeah, what's up, guys? Mm-hmm. What's up, Mr. C? How you doing? Welcome. How is everyone doing today? What's up? Uh, mm. Robert Juve, Robert Juve. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us, everyone. You know what I said, Pineapple. You said if you mention Nick's name, you're gonna get banned. Why is I'm talking to a real I'm talking to a real pineapple. Uh, I'm talking to a real pineapple. Come on up. I know you don't have a show today. You might have one. It's called "Who's Gonna Eat the Pineapple?" Starring the pineapple. I know pineapple is not a real pineapple. He's just a lonely old man, a British old man trying wear with a face filter and a voice changer. That's not his real voice. Pineapple's just a guy with a face filter and a voice changer like Cardiff. Jimmy Cordora. Hey. Hey. Some Tony Reality, I think. Someone. I sent you a link, Pineapple. No voice. 35. Just an old man that is using a voice changer. Cardiff uses a voice changer. Cardiff uses a voice changer. It's me, you more. Dude, shut up. By the way, he's from Minnesota. If you want some coffee, bring coffee. Beer. I wish I had some beer. Coffee, brand coffee is awesome. Awesome. Coffee, brand coffee is awesome. Awesome. Got some ocean property. I got one. I like to put a pineapple through a table, but that's gonna be by the way, What? He was also Holyoke. Holyoke, I'm sending you a check your Instagram. Check your Instagram. Holyoke, I'm sending you a link. Is that true? From the Greg Hill Morning Show, yeah. Actually, it was the Hillman Morning Show. He was also on Bar. He was on an episode of Bar Rescue. Oh, beef. Oh, beef. Oh, beef. Died. No, not James L.B. Bonner. Hold on. I forgot it is. It is. Two people. Ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. Number one, making his return to the show. Joe.
I'm kicking
And
into
Bobby.
high gear. I'm ready. Oh my God, is that Bobby?
Yes.
Is it really him?
Hey, they're saying that. Is it true, Joe? Is it
It's
true?
true, brother. I found out an hour ago.
LB from
What?
LB Leland Brown, who was on Bar Rescue. He was on an episode of Bar Rescue. Passed away. He was also on the Greg Hill. So when Greg Hill was on before he went on WEEI, Greg Hill was on it was the Hillman Morning Show on WAAF in Boston. That's the same station that Opie and Anthony was on.
Yep. I listened to that station growing up because I was an hour and a half from Boston, but it still was such a strong signal. I would listen to that for the rock music when I was at work when I was 14 years old. And then I started waking up with the Hillman when I'm taking my shower in the morning and remember LB talking about tilts. And I didn't even know what the hell a tilt was, but they talk about we're gonna tilt this, tilt that. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I still don't really get it to this day
Yeah.
what a tilt is.
Oh, by the way, Jen put out a clip, Bobby, about last night's show.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Jen or Jim?
Jen,
Jen.
Juggalette Jen.
Hey,
The one with
Jake, I want to
the
know something.
huge jugs?
Kind of.
Yeah.
The one with the monstrous jugs. She just wants to hang out and then let everybody see.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but people are saying that Bubba's talking about Hogan again and again and again.
Yeah, it's the same thing. He hasn't changed his story from when he first said it. Nobody else is talking about it at all. Nobody. The only
Brian
people
Blair. Brian Blair said that Hogan's doing fine. Brian
perfect.
Blair, Brian Blair, on an episode of Monty and the Pharaoh, they mentioned it.
That's great. If Hogan's fine, then where is he? Why isn't he? Remember when he used to post every day on his socials? And now all we get is old pictures and refried shit. Like,
Yeah.
where is he? If he's fine, then why don't they come out against what? Why doesn't anybody come out against what Bubba's saying? If
By the
Bubba's
way,
wrong, they could have a cease and desist on Bubba and tell him to just stop talking about Hulk Hogan's health altogether.
yeah,
But it's not happening. Because
yeah.
Bubba says gladly, if you tell me if I get a cease and desist from my lawyer, I won't talk about Hogan ever again. But they're not doing it. So why? Why aren't they trying to
Yeah.
stop Bubba from disseminating this information?
I don't know.
Because he's in a hospital bed. He may
Like
not be to
you.
the level of things that Bubba said, ventilator and
Yeah.
all this yippee yo, but still, the I mean, just say hi, just record a little short video and just say, hey, the Hulkster's in the hospital, but I'll be out soon, brothers. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
the longer they wait to tell the truth, the worse it looks for them.
Yeah. I was just on Stevie Lou's show today, Bobby.
Oh, Stevie Lou did a show today?
Even Luke,
Is he did a show called Louis Soup or Lukey
Luke,
Soup.
Oh, cool.
what's that
He
all about? What's
so
that
we
all about?
watched. So I had to sit there and watch him. He he was doing the Eastside Dave Star Wars episode of the Eastside Dave show, but he forgot to unmute his audio, so it was silent the whole time.
Do you know what
Oh,
happened to me
shit.
the other day? It was absolutely insane. I tried to use my mute button when I was streaming because I called the T-Mobile and they have the hottest girls that answer the phone for the Philippines. So everybody loves it. They love the way that I speak to them and they love their voices and their laughter and all this. So I
Yeah,
went live and I called T-Mobile and when I needed to give out certain information like phone number, password, I pressed mute on the stream, but I didn't know that that's the only when I press mute, that's when people could hear. When it said mute on this never happened before. When it said mute on my screen, everybody could hear me. But when I pressed mute or when I pressed for people to hear me, nobody could hear me. And they kept going in the chat like, we can't hear you. And I'm like, well, they got to be full of shit because, I mean, I'm off mute. So, but it was opposite. It was opposite world. So if I
by the
press
way, we do
mute,
have somebody from. Actually, we do have somebody from another person. I met LB at a party. It's Greg Hill, though, not Craig Hill.
Hey, Jake. Jake, I want to know something.
What?
Why am I still blocked on the YouTube channel?
OG mumbling.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
Fix that.
I'll get to it when I get to it.
We're not talking about Greg Hill, anyways. We're talking about LB.
Greg Hill worked for the LB worked for Greg Hill.
Yeah, a big deal. Greg Hill's alive and
But
LB's
Greg
dead.
Hill show. Here's the thing. So Greg Hill show right now on WEI is just them. So it's just them doing like the sports stuff. They're not doing any bits. They're not. It's not funny.
You know why I let you know why I let you know? You're the first person I let know because nobody else would know who the fuck LB was. If I tried to
LB.
tell
I know him through
anybody,
the bar
I don't
rescue.
know who the fuck LB is.
if
He
I
was
tried to tell anybody, it'd be like, who? No. And it's annoying when you try to describe somebody if somebody
yeah
doesn't know them.
yeah somebody in the chat. Joe, you accidentally said Craig Hill and not Greg Hill in the
I'll
chat.
keep saying it. I'm glad. I'm glad they're paying attention. Craig
Yeah,
Hill. Craig Hill. The Craig Hill
Greg.
Morning Show. Craig.
Greg. It was Greg.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was
I was
actually
I
it was the Hillman morning show before. It was the Hillman morning.
right. We're not talking about him. We're talking about LB. Am I saying LB wrong too? Like,
It'll be a little. So, what I remember him, he supposedly he was working with a bar called Angry Ham's Garage out of Marshall, not Marshall Ham.
what did he do with the Bruins?
He played for the Bruins. He, I
He
don't
actually
know.
played for the team. He played hockey. That's incredible. I think they did say former player when he was on the morning show, but I don't know if I really believed it. But
Yeah.
You're confirming that's true? He really played for the Bruins?
Yeah. Hey, what time? Hey, what time are you gonna do your show, Bobby?
I do in the lounge at 2 p.m. Eastern. So yeah.
So
Over on the Rumble.
About an hour.
No.
Can you hear
no.
Bobby? Because
Right
I
away.
can't. Not at all.
Hey, can you turn me down again?
I didn't even know. I mean, I know.
Oh, hold on.
Not even a little.
Hold on. Can, talk.
I'll talk.
Hello?
Can you hear?
I don't hear Bobby.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on. I'm fixing it. I'm doing your
Don't
audio.
worry about it. It's not that serious. We're good.
By the way,
Hello?
hello.
All right, we got it now.
All right. By the way, Jen. Hey, Jen. Jen, I sent you a link if you want to come up. Jen's got a link.
Hey, so guess who I'm a total mark for
Diet
now?
Bob, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, sorry to interrupt. Diet Bob shows up. Diet Bob is actually the owner and the founder of the Marbles, the MCU, the Marbles community. Marbles community. Damn it. The MCU, the community that I'm part of, and the stream team that I'm part of. Marbles community. Crap. MCU, but I hope. How you doing, Bob? Welcome.
Diet Bob. I thought you first said diabolical, but then I realized you said Diet Bob. That's awesome. Makes me think of Diet Coke.
It was good, Diet Bob. How you doing, guys? Diet Bob is an awesome person. Guys, go check out his channel. He's one of those guys that he doesn't care what people think. He will tell you what he thinks, but he doesn't care what people think about him. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, from the great state of Florida.
Uh-oh.
Jen.
Hello.
Oh, thought it was going to be Owen.
Oh, God. Oh, aren't you relieved?
I can't hear Jen either, just so you know.
All right.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you guys
Sound
Can't
hear
hear
us?
Jen or Bobby.
Holy,
I
are you
hear-
deaf?
I hear
Are you
everybody is.
deaf?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Go out and come back in, Holy Joe.
Come back in. Go in and come. Go out and come back in.
Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah, go in and come back out.
Hey, by the way, I just want to let. Hey, Jen, I love
Yes.
that you. I love. By the way, I didn't want to. I thought you weren't. I thought you weren't. Going to be on BYB yesterday.
She went on.
Tiffany Washington.
She was fucking brave. I'll tell you that much.
By the way, Tip Washington's
Bobby.
in the chat. Tippy Washington is in the chat.
Hey, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
For everybody, this is great. Now,
wow.
I don't know if I was talking over anybody before, and I thought I was talking over Bobby. I just thought he was sitting there being silent the whole time. For real, dude. I thought I didn't know. I just thought you were just like, I'm not answering Jake's questions. I'm just gonna sit here and say nothing. That's what I thought for the longest time.
Yeah. By the way, Tiffany Washington's in the chat. By the way, Tiffany's in the chat.
Tiffany, the pop star. She's amazing.
No, not that kind of Tiffany.
Oh,
our friend Tiffany. Our friend Tiffany.
Who sang that song? Love only in my dreams, as real as it may seem. It was only in my dreams. Bobby Nick, you gotta know.
I don't know that one.
What? You never even heard it?
Castles in the Sky?
I don't know. Maybe I have. Just
not the pop star. She says not the pop star.
Not yet. She could be a pop star if that's what she aspires to. She can go ahead and be a pop star, write a song. Have somebody.
I don't know.
It's all about your voice.
I've never heard her sing, I don't think.
Oh,
I don't
you
know.
know Tiffany personally?
Yeah,
That's
we all
tremendous.
do.
Jen, I don't think I've ever spoken to you in person before.
I don't think so. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, but you've
Bobby,
been.
hold on, Bobby. I'm making
He
you
knows who
a.
you are though, because he was saying, is that the one? Is that the one that just has the big tits that just
No, I didn't
shake their
say that.
tits
I
and
said
stuff?
ginormous jugs. There's a
Well,
huge difference.
whatever.
Don't feel
Same fucking
disrespectful.
thing. Yeah, different
Jugs are
class.
fun. No, but I think about a
Thank
year
you.
ago, maybe like a year ago, you had just started talking to Jake on here, and every
Yeah.
time you were on, your jugs were like out, like way out. Like it was just way to go with the
You were
jugs. You know what I
popping.
mean? Jugs equal dollars at the end of the day. More
That's
views.
right.
The more people see jugs, they'll be like, "Whoa, jugs!
Can you
I'll
guys hear
watch that."
me?
Bro.
Yeah, we hear
But,
you, Jake.
but it
All
was
right.
funny that Jake hated me right before you came on, so we never got to talk.
Right. Yeah. You guys got into a
So
fight. Yeah.
Okay.
what?
But this is my first
Yeah.
appearance back in I don't know how long, Jake. You think about a half a year or something?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
I've gone gay since then, so that's the good news.
Wow, you
So
sucking dick now,
Hey, yeah, everything. I got holes. I got everything you need.
huh?
I'm like a golf course. I'm like a modern day golf course. You get a hole in one. You win a free fill.
Hell,
Come get
what's
it.
your
by the
name,
way, I just
sir?
cleared. By the
Joe?
way,
Joe.
by the
Nice to meet
way,
you.
Holyoke
by the
Joe.
way, by the way, I just guys,
Yes.
Yes.
I just hold
Off
on,
the
trying to
hemorrhoid?
damn it. No.
Finished in his pants.
No.
Oh, we
No,
all do
Holyoke
that
no,
though.
Joe.
it's this damn
Holyoke is
computer, it's
where
this
I'm from.
damn
It's in the city.
tablet.
Oh,
But I'm Joe the Supermark from the Bubba Love Sponge Show. Unstoppable.
you're kidding me.
#1.
Yeah, he's on the Bubba Love Sponge.
The Love
A little
Sponge?
bit.
My mom used to listen to him all the time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You heard my calls then. I called in every day as Joe the Supermark. The biggest
Joe the
mark for Hulk Hogan.
Supermark.
The one I got Hulk Hogan tattooed across my entire back because Bubba dared me to do it and paid for it. So that
Damn.
made me
All
right
right.
there. 20
Do
hours of work
you still talk to
Damn.
Bubba?
every day.
That's awesome. That's
Hell
wild,
yeah. He
dude.
sure is.
Unless someone donates to kick him off.
Hell no, Jake. I need to get his YouTube channel first.
My
Um,
my YouTube channel is fucking awesome. My YouTube channel is so much fun. I did a bunch of shorts of just pounding pizza slices and cinnamon roll pancakes and Cheesecake
Yeah.
Factory, and I
Is
did
it
all
just
those
like your name
shorts.
is spelled right there?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Holyoke Joe the Supermarket. And you can see my YouTube stuff, but if you YouTube Holyoke Joe by itself,
Why
you'll see a bunch of my wrestling matches because I've done professional wrestling
Perfect.
for 21 and a half years. So Holyoke Joe the Supermarket, that's my page, but I don't have any of my wrestling matches on my page. They belong to somebody else on YouTube.
You don't have a picture. There's
I
almost
don't own.
700 subscribers and you don't have a picture.
I'm just a big purple H, right?
A big blue H
Oh, it's
with
blue
almost
now.
700 subscribers. That's wild.
How many?
There's, 659 subscribers. You have no picture.
Oh, yeah. I don't need a picture. I like it
No
just the way it is.
thumbnails, but you get
Purple
the
H.
views.
Vince?
Yeah, I don't even
Let's
know
look at
exactly
these.
what I'm doing. I just started. I was Twitch. I was Twitch Jones for the longest time, but I would stream like 14, 15 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week. Just an
Yeah.
IRL, laid in a bed, hospital bed gimmick, nursing
You
home
like to
stream.
eat
Yeah.
pizza.
It's
You
great.
really love to eat
It's
pizza.
great because it holds the people accountable that are here to help me. If they come off rude, then everybody gets to hear it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't do the right
Uh,
things, then everybody knows because it's all streaming live. Like you really can't beat it.
yeah, I've heard you giving a lot of people shit.
That's fun. Well, you should hear when I take. Well, everybody does this, but when I take a scam call, and I work that little Indian guy for like 14 minutes, thinking he's going to get a sale or he's going to get my information, and then I turn the tables on him and I start talking about far out stuff, and then they all eventually snap. Fuck you, you motherfucker! One guy dropped the N bomb on my stream live. He was so mad at me. I don't know how to edit it, so whatever is there. Oops.
Yeah.
I
By the
didn't say
way,
it.
what's up, Finn? My friend Fence is in the chat. By the way.
Vince McMahon? Holy shit!
No,
No
my
Woof,
shit!
friend
woof,
Finn. No, my friend Finn's on the
That's what you
fence.
got. Vince,
woof,
you gotta
woof on
shave
the
that
fence.
mustache.
Oh,
Ooh.
look at
Oh,
that.
I'm
Oh, on the fence. I thought you said
so
Vince.
nice to meet you.
Uh,
So I'm your
no,
660th subscriber,
You did?
Joe.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, he.
I bet you'd like to be 666, wouldn't you?
Oh my God, wouldn't that be my luck? Bobby Nick.
Hey, but I know Bobby's got to go get ready for his in the lounge, in the house.
I do. I
So,
can, I
Yeah.
can, I can stay on for like 7 more minutes, Jake.
If by getting ready,
nice.
you mean smoke a cigarette, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to do.
That's
Just
it.
light them
Give
up.
me one. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Let's
but
go.
Yeah.
but I want to ask this. So, by the way, I did. By the way,
Ooh.
hell froze over because I was on Lunatic Lounge.
That's right. That's right. That's right,
That's
Jake. I
enough.
still have to label. I still have to label the episode. I will do that after sometime today.
What's it called? What kind of lounge?
The
Well,
Lunatic
Lunatic,
the
Lounge.
lunatic lounge.
I
Lunatic
think it's
Lounge?
lunatics
episode.
abound.
Holy
They're
crap.
around and
Little
What
show I host
around.
on YouTube there, Holyoke.
what else? What goes on in the Lunatic Lounge? Crazy stuff?
I mean, we just sit and chill.
Oh,
There's a lot
It's
of.
Lunatic Lounge episode 163.
I need somewhere to go be a lunatic. That's what I need. I need to show my lunacy to everyone how crazy I am. How
Oh,
much I love cock. Oh,
you should come hang out.
Ah,
Don't make it too gay though. Don't make it too gay.
well, gay is in if you didn't know.
We need some masculinity over these parts.
Hey, my girlfriend 10 years ago told me something. She said it very succinctly. I can't say it live on this stream. It wouldn't work out, but she said basically this: B's are becoming N's and N's are becoming B's. If you can figure out that, then you know exactly what I'm saying. Basically, she's saying that the men are turning into
Mm,
bitches and the women are stepping up and becoming the real deal, wearing the pants in the family and whatnot.
making the money in the house,
She
yeah.
said that 10 years ago, and it's so profound because it's so true. Right now, the women are the ones laying down the law, and the men are just like, oh, don't hit me, don't hit me. That's the world
So
we're in
those
right now.
the strong men are rare.
Actually, I just want to let people know that you said you knew the wrestler Velvet Sky before she was Velvet.
Well, she called me when I knew her because she was dating a friend of mine. So she said she wanted to train to get into wrestling. So she was 17. I told her you can't train till you're 18. So if you want to still do it when you're 18, let me know. She called me the day she turned 18. That's how serious she was. So props to her for that. She drove from Waterbury, Connecticut to basically Springfield, Massachusetts, just a little bit past it. So she drove an hour every day to come to the ring. And I trained her like I would train any other guy. I beat the snot out of her. I showed her how to wrestle. I showed her how to work. Lots of bumps. Came up with a name, came up with some moves for her, like the Talia World Neckbreaker, because the gimmick she was working was Talia Madison at the time when she
hold
came
on,
in.
the tallywhacker neck breaker.
No, I wish it was the Tallywhacker Neckbreaker. That would work better, but she's working women, and other women don't have Tallywhackers, so that's not going to work. It was the Talia Whirl Neckbreaker. It's a hint off of the Tilt-A-Whirl Neckbreaker. But anyway, so I invented it. It was amazing. It worked so great. And then basically at 6 months in, it was time to introduce her to the other promoters so she could start getting work and start working on the shows with us. And that was the beginning of the end for me because I introduced her to my best friend that she would then fall in love with, and they were living together 3 months later. And then I also introduced her to Jason Knight, who was the promoter for Assault Championship Wrestling. And there was some bad things that would go on at the school and at the shows, just like ridiculous, like you wouldn't even believe. So I warned her before. I said, hey, listen, this is the situation. They do this, they do that, they say this. They're going to try to exploit you for sexual reasons, like pictures and whatnot. So just be warned. And she went and told Jason Knight all that. So then the next time I went to work for Jason Knight, I thought I was going to referee the matches, but he said, "Nah, just go out there in the beginning and grab the microphone and just say whatever you want." So I'm like, and then right in the middle of me just talking hella shit, this giant black guy named AC Coltrane, he's like 6'7", 350 pounds. He comes down to the ring and he grabs me by my throat and he gave me just no, actually, you know what he did? He did a power bomb first. He hit me with a power bomb. And then he grabbed me by my throat, pulled me up, gave me a choke slam, and then he gave me one more choke slam, and that was it. I was dead. But I'm alive now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and a lot of the guys that are were you wrestled with, you said one of them was Miracle Mike Bennett.
I worked with Mike Bennett so many times, more times than I wanted to. So I started giving away my matches with Mike Bennett to other referees, so I didn't have to work with Mike Bennett anymore.
I
Matches are
just want
just
to let
so
you. By the way,
boring.
he's got another kid coming. He's got a third kid coming.
Good for him. He met. Isn't that funny that he met Maria on the Indies, and they ended up getting together. And now he's got a wife and kids with Maria Kanellis. Like that's insane if you think about it. Like how strange relationships in the wrestling world come about, and like now all of a sudden this person's with that person. Well, they would never be if it
Oh,
wasn't for
Jake just
wrestling.
left. Jake left his own show. Oh my God.
All right, I'm leaving. No, I can't leave him alone by himself. I can't leave Joe alone by himself, Bobby. What are we gonna do?
I'm by
I'm here.
myself 24 hours a day. It's fucking amazing. I wouldn't change it for nothing. I created bread. Don't forget that. We wouldn't have leavened bread
I saw
without me.
that. I saw that.
I needed to
Breaking
type
bread.
something. Yeah, because
Got deep pockets.
when it has the empty spot, it just says example creator of. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna put I created bread because that'd be so dope if I really did. Imagine being the one that created bread. And that could be taken
Wait,
many ways. I'm talking bread, like money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
dude. Yeah. Jake, are
I
you
could
ending?
No, I'm
Or
not.
okay.
Because I know Bobby's got to
Oh,
go
maybe
out.
Jake's here and I can't hear him.
Hey,
Oh
uh,
shit. You can't
Yeah.
hear Jake?
I
Son
didn't
of
think
a
he was
bitch.
talking. I didn't think he was talking.
He's here. He's
I'm
back.
here.
We're back to this BS where I can't hear somebody again.
Yeah, I was
Wish
just
I
gonna
could just touch
mention.
something and make it work.
Hey, by the way, I know Bobby's got to go do his show soon.
Mm.
Bobby,
I do have to go. Yeah, Jake. Love you, brother. Glad I could be on your shows again.
Bobby,
And
nice to see you again,
glad you're
brother.
back to well we're back to being friends. But yeah, nice to see you, Joe. Jen, I'll catch you later tonight. Late night.
Okay.
Bobby, can we sling them jugs out before you go?
Nope. $5,000 American to my PayPal to see my
Nipples? Yeah.
nope, not even nipples.
Oh
Not even nipples.
no! I'm
But
talking
yeah.
about the 5,000 includes the nipples, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna start a
That's
GoFundMe
wild.
to see Bobby Nick's
Do
nipples.
it. Do
Bobby
it.
Nips. Bobby Nips.
I would appreciate it. Yeah.
I love it. Let's
Yeah.
split it.
by the way, Dave the
Guys later.
Slave.
Have a good
By the
Bye.
one.
way,
Deuces.
Bye.
Do
by the
salute.
way, hey, by the way, I just want to say that Dave the Slave
All right.
followed me on.
Everybody's gone.
I'm not leaving
Now
yet.
it's just me.
All right,
Me
people
and
think that
Jake,
I'm
and I
leaving.
can't even hear him.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
I'm gonna dip out and then come back.